In this short take, I will show you the N4V for WebI bullet gauge. For those of you who may not be aware of our feature set, I wanted to quickly review the Need4Viz solution for SAP Business Objects Web Intelligence. N4V Widgets integrates new data visualization components and navigation features, enabling advanced dashboarding in web intelligence. N4V Maps allows the integration of offline and online maps as well as custom plans directly into web intelligence. N4V Analysis is a collection of powerful number crunching tools that include our scrollable filter table, pivot table, and premium data analyzer. These widgets bring interactive Excel-like capabilities into web intelligence, including customizable pivot tables and formulas to please your organization's most demanding data analysts. And finally, N4V Publisher is designed for distributing information outside of the SAP Business Objects platform to intranets, extranets, Microsoft Office, including SharePoint, and this can be done as HTML, PNG, or CSV datasets. Gauges are useful for displaying key performance indicators and measures. In this short take, I will take a closer look at the bullet gauge. The bullet gauge was developed by Stephen Few and first described in his 2013 book, Information Dashboard Design. It was designed as an alternative to traditional gauges such as speedometers. A bullet gauge consists of 5 parts combining both quantitative and qualitative features into a compact space. There is a text label dimension, a bar representing the quantitative measure, a line representing its quantitative target value, and color bands that represent qualitative values such as below average, average, and above average. The N4V for WebI bullet gauge widget can be rendered with just 2 required objects, a dimension label and a measure value in either horizontal or vertical configuration. A textual tooltip, bullet target value, and bullet minimum and maximum are optional and can be mapped via the Web Intelligence data provider. Using parameters, up to 3 qualitative ranges can be defined using either actual values or percentages. Using N4V for WebI is simple. I'll turn the sales quota data into a bullet gauge. And I'll select that from the custom element gallery. Okay, I'm going to look at the data assignment and make sure all of the fields from the data dictionary that I want are mapped. So I'm just going to take a moment here to map in the bullet min and max. So that defines the 2 endpoints. Okay, I'm going to resize the gauge to take up a little bit more space since I have multiple dimensions. And next I'm going to use the widget's properties panel. So I'm going to right click and choose Format Custom Element and Extended Parameters. So I'll begin with the global parameters. I'm going to set a title. And I'll make the font a little bit bigger and bold. And let's change the color to N4V blue. And I'll set a subtitle. This is going to be a horizontal bullet gauge. And I'm going to set the number format for a US audience with a comma for the thousands separator and a period for the decimal point. Okay, next I'm going to take a look in the options. So notice that the bullet chart can be either of a horizontal or vertical orientation. So I'm just going to stick with the default horizontal for this example. And next I'm going to set the selection parameters. And I'm going to disable coloring the selection since I'm not using Web Intelligence element linking in this example. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the ranges. So by default, the ranges are um, green, yellow, and red. And so I'm going to flip those. So low sales numbers are bad. And of course, is a best practice, red, yellow, and green is also bad. Um, but especially for color blindness, but we'll go ahead and use it in this example. So you can use colors that match your organization's color palette. Okay, so I'm just going to make that top zone green. All right, and that looks pretty good. So I think we're ready to test and wrap up. So the main thing to test, I'm going to turn on custom element interactions from the Web Intelligence toolbar. Just the overall appearance to make sure I have the options set correctly. And I also want to confirm the behavior of the tooltip, for which I've used a variable. So I've concatenated the salesperson's first name and the revenue. Just want to make sure that that format looks good. The bullet gauge is one of over 60 widgets included in N4V for WebI. These beautiful interactive widgets deliver features that are simply unattainable with Web Intelligence alone. We encourage you to visit our homepage at need4viz.com, where you can access a fully interactive demonstration of the complete offering. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your coworkers, key stakeholders, and executive sponsors. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. You can also follow Need4Viz on LinkedIn and X.